There's the beast. What is up, guys? It is Mr. Zoom here. And, today we're doing a first ride on the 1996 Honda Shadow Ace. Clutch lets out just a little late. This thing runs beautifully. So the life of this bike, it has, hold on, 42,000, almost 43,000 miles. I had to, oh, look how that mirror's broke, so I only got one mirror. It's been sitting outside. It sat outside before we owned it for probably 2-3 years, or 2 or 3 years. Snow, rain, everything. The guy owned it, he only rode it a couple times, and went and looked at it, got a good deal on it, and as soon as we got it home, put a new battery in it, and boom, fired right up, no problems. This thing sat out through winter, 3 years of all kinds of different kinds of weather. So the paint's a little bit, faded. It looks beautiful. It's a little dirty right now. Didn't get a good chance to clean it before we jumped on it. Put baffles in it to make it a little bit quieter. We got there's a little crack right here in the speedo, and he keeps pointing that way. I don't know what he's talking about. That where you're going, I wonder? Yeah, overall, it's a really nice bike. It runs. You can't ask for a motorcycle to run any better than this one. And as in gear-wise and how long the gears and stuff are, I do like it better than the Magna. Seating position's a little weird compared to the Magna. I feel like you should be more, I don't want to say it. Like, you should be more comfortable on this cruiser than the pegs should be out a little bit farther than what they are. I should have brought a jacket. It's a little chilly. Yeah, it's a 1996, and it's had a little bit of a rough life from its past owners. But I take it as like a dog in a shelter. We rescued this baby and saved her. She needed savings. It's got Cobra pipes on it. If you guys know or are familiar with Cobras, they're pretty, I don't know exactly the thing, but I know they're Cobras, and they're loud, and they are nice. Couldn't ask for it to sound better, I don't think. And it's actually not loud when you're on it. It's loud when you're off of it. Like if I was standing right there in the ditch and you passed me on it, it's loud, but once you're actually on the bike, it sounds awesome. It's two brand new, I don't know how old they are, Dunlap tires on it. Still has the titties on the tires, and they are dry rotted. So like I said, the guy bought brand new. Like I said, he left this bike sit out in the snow and everything and only rode it a little bit. But he put brand new tires on it. He put those Cobras on. As soon as he bought brand new tires, he rode it like 4 or 5 times, he said, and he just left it sit for the other couple years. So they're brand new Dunlap tires. They're new, but they're not new. They look brand new, so they still have the titties on them all around. They're brand new tire, and he just left it sit out in the snow, and they got dry rotted. So, I mean, you can ride on them. They're not completely bad, but they're not the greatest, so that's why we'll go low speeds on it. No speed test on this baby. We've checked them out enough to where we know we can ride on them. For this season anyway, because this season's about over. I do like how you can just like lay back and hold on to the handlebars, and they're just like, yeah, I'm here with you, baby. I did put this little cigarette bag on here. I would assume that's what it is. I don't know why. I like having bags on my bikes, but that one's really no use for me because my wallet won't even fit in there. A pair of sunglasses won't fit. So if you smoked, that'd be a good little bag to have. You could put your little cigarettes in there and put your lighter in the front piece here, and it's got a zipper there, and you can put it in there. And you know, it took a lot of cleaning to get this bike to look the way it did. And let me tell you, as soon as you put a rag on this bike, you could just see it like smiling. It was like, I love you guys. I'm a beautiful bike. As soon as you took a rag and just wiped the tank once, it's like the dirt bike kid, bros. You just wipe it off and it just come alive.
It was like, I'm here, I was just waiting for you. This horrible man didn't ride me, let me sit out in the weather.
If you guys have ever watched the Dirt Bike Kid, you'll know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't, what's wrong with you?
Love it. Love it! I can't contain myself when I have a loud bike.
We're doing the same spot.
But yeah, back to the bike. 1100 cc's. I didn't say that at all. I don't know why I didn't. 1100 cc Honda Shadow. I think it's like special edition or something. It's like the Ace. I can't remember. It says something on the side. I can't see it. But everything works on it too. Like, it was so crazy at the low price that we got it, and I can't believe it cleaned up the way it did, and it runs the way it does. We haven't done anything. We have not wrenched on the engine at all, other than, and you're not really wrenched on the engine when you put the baffles in. Interesting story. The first time I put the baffles in, we put the bolts in, didn't put a nut on the other side, and one of the bolts rattled loose, and we lost one of the baffles in a field somewhere, and we looked for 3 hours. I was on the dirt bike, my dad was on the four-wheeler, we were all searching for it in the field and everything. We were looking for that and never found it. So we come back, and those are like 89 bucks for both of them. We come back and cut the other one that we had in half and put it in the other one. So there's one baffle in this bike, but we cut it and put it one in each. This bike is a great bike. I think it, even though it's 1100, I think this would be a great bike. I mean, it just handles perfect. I mean, there's nothing about this bike that doesn't just do any better than a Honda. So if they're out there, and I'm sure they are, not very many people, I don't think, can really hate on Honda for the way their bikes run. They run perfectly, and you can't ask any better from them. So, and every Honda that I've ever owned, it doesn't matter. Like I said, this bike stood out in the winter and didn't start, didn't have stuff in the gas, nothing, and it started right up with a new battery in it. So Honda, you can leave sit out. I would not leave my bike sit out in any kind of weather, but by choice. Like, I wouldn't do it like, oh, it's raining, I'm just gonna leave my bike sit on the back porch. I would bring my bike in the house before I left it sit out in weather. And I'm not joking with you. I'm not that person. I treat my bike like people treat their dogs. I don't think you can really rely on any other motorcycle to do that. I've had some Suzukis, and to be honest with you, it's not the best. I'm not hating on Suzuki. I love some of Suzuki's bikes, but they don't run as good as Honda does, and that's just all there is to it. Bottom line, into discussion. I'm just trying to look at that front tire and make sure everything's all good. Like I said, it's got longer gears than the Magna does, so it's a lot easier. I feel more comfortable riding it because I don't sound like I'm revving the crap out of it. And we're gonna get to test out the Senna camera in the dark and with really loud exhaust. But anyway, so, oh my God, did you hear that bug? Yeah, like I said, I can't do a speed test really, but I can do no-hander, which I really shouldn't do because the tires aren't the greatest, like I said, but it's just, you know, I don't really want to go real fast. 55, 60, 70, it's alright, I can do that, but I don't want to go, 100 and some on it. Like, if it had good tires on it, we'd already tested out some top speed stuff. That guy scared the crap out of me. I love riding it. It's comfortable to ride. It's a bike you can ride for hours. It's a Honda, so you know it's gonna run. Yeah, it's just a great bike. Even though it's 1100, I think it'd be a good first starter bike for people. It doesn't sit up high. If you're the short kind of person, it's not heavy. To be honest with you, it feels like my dirt bike. Actually, it moves a little better side to side than the dirt bike does. So, to be honest with you, this feels lighter than the dirt bike. I know you're not gonna believe me, but it does feel that way. So far, what I've seen, it's good on gas. And I don't know how much fuel's in it, so this could be an interesting ride. That's a semi. Where'd he come from? Alrighty. Well, let's jump on.